Welcome, Cardano traders and investors. It's been a long break for me, I know, but I do plan to upload more frequently from now on. Today we want to take a look at the LENFI chart, and with that said, let's get started. We are on the monthly time frame for LENFI, and there is no sugarcoating here. The chart looks awful, right? It's an awful chart. We lost structure on the higher time frame, and we have been in a downtrend for over 600 days now. We just recently lost this support at 1.2 ADA. This was our multi-month range from last summer. And with that, we also lost this diagonal trend line. We have a monthly candle close below this important price line, and a very convincing one with high volume. So it was overall a very bad sign, and more downside was expected, and we saw that in April. We even got below the liquidation event low from September 24 at 0.78 ADA. And yeah, since then, no real strength other than the last time we visited here. I think the dip got bought up within 1 or 2 days, and we saw a huge bull run. And I think there was a real chance for this to continue the overall uptrend, since it was a clearly impulsive move. Yeah, we couldn't see that. We can now speculate on the reasons. I think it's a mix of macro uncertainty and fundamental uncertainty within the project. But I don't want to get much deeper into this topic. Let us proceed with the technicals. We could not hold the Fibonacci retracement support area between the 786 and the 886. It is measured from this swing low from November 2022 to June 23. And yeah, I already did a pretty benevolent type of measuring by taking the candle wicks and not the candle closes, because we then would already be way below the 886. We now still have some time and some space to get above it. It would be very important. From a technical view, it's just highly likely that once you close candles below the 886, you will at some point retest the next support, which would be the all-time low at 0.6 ADA. But do we have to go down here? Do we have to revisit the bear market lows? No, we don't have to, but for that we need to see immediate strength. We need to start building a range here, and then start tackling the former supports, which will flip into resistance, right? And this diagonal trend line here, get above it, turn it into support, and continue to the upside. So this would be the ideal path. And if we can't see that immediate strength, we will likely retest the bear market lows at 0.6 ADA, and hopefully start forming a range then, and see some strength from the LENFI bulls at this price level. So the conclusion is the probabilities remain higher for more downside as long we stay below important Fibonacci retracement levels. If you pull the fibs from this low here, you are below the 786, right? We have to get above the 786. If we can't close the monthly candle above it, you're just likely to revisit the 886, which is the bear market low. So if we measure from this low here, you are slightly below the 886. The 886 is the last support before the range lows, right? This range here. So if you can't hold the 886, you're going to the range lows, which is the bear market lows. So this area here now is very important. We have to bounce here. We have to show immediate strength to not revisit the bear market lows, right? Currently, we are below the 886. Currently, we are below the 786 if measured from this low, and we need to get above it within the next week. Now, finally, let us look at my previously stated or highlighted Elliott wave count on X. We were looking at a leading expanding diagonal. With very deep and strong corrections. Yeah, we don't want normally you don't want to see the wave 4 in a expanding diagonal to close below the 786 due to the extreme fundamental situation or due to the extremely bad sentiment around LENFI currently. It is explainable why we see that deep Z wave. Yeah, I mean, it is deep. True, it is deep, but it's not invalidated. Technically invalidated it would be if we close candles below 0.678, right? If we close monthly candles below this lows here, this closes monthly closes, I would say it would be technically invalidated. You can't have a 4 closing lower candles than the low of 2. It's just not allowed. It's not possible. We would deal with an entirely different structure then. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if it helped you, and let me know in the comments, what do you think? Will LENFI hit bear market lows again, and are you going to be a buyer? I see you in the next one. Trade safe.